Sorry about having to do 2 videos, but unfortunately I'm using a software that will only let me do 10 minutes at a time. And I only have really just this slide to show you all. These are the professional references that I used in the PowerPoint. The both of these, all three of these resources were essential in helping me out. The one that I really liked was the Building Bridges, Strategies to Help Paraprofessionals Promote Peer Interaction. This one was essentially helpful, and it's the one where I got all of my strategies for how paraprofessionals should teach students, student interactions, and everything from. And it also explains the ways and it explains the importance of paraprofessionals helping students. And it also explains how sometimes paraprofessionals can hinder students from learning, which I found this really interesting because I had never really thought about how paraprofessionals could hinder students learning. So, like, for example, how I talked in my PowerPoint about how paraprofessionals have a tendency to answer for students instead of students answering for themselves. So I thought that was really interesting to read, and it was essential to read because it allows paraprofessionals to realize that they shouldn't do these things that the article mentions, and it points out what paraprofessionals can do to help students instead of hindering them in their learning. So this article was very beneficial and a great resource to add to, I don't know, maybe possibly your life binder, or just to have to help you train a paraprofessional, as well as for a paraprofessional to read to further their education and their knowledge of strategies to help students. The other one I really liked was Teaching Social Skills, Addressing Trends and Developments in Secondary Education and Transition. That one also gave a list of strategies that paraprofessionals can do, as well as giving a list of social interaction skills that students who have disabilities need to know, especially students who have disabilities who are going through, who are at the transition age and receiving transition services. I also looked up some additional resources. I did not use these resources for my PowerPoint, but I thought that these would be some helpful resources that you could look at if you wish to, that would further your knowledge of this topic. One is evidence-based practices for students with severe disabilities. So that kind of gives some evidence-based practices on how to teach students who have severe disabilities social skills. And then the other one is practicing social skills, how to teach your students social interactions. I like this one because it's not only educational for teachers and paraprofessionals, but it's also educational for parents and how parents can work with their child on these social skills, because it's really important for students to receive this training at school, but it's also important for them to receive it at home as well, so that they can continue to practice this knowledge and or these skills, and if they practice it at home as well as in school, then they're going to be better able to obtain this skill set and make a habit of using this skill set. And then these are just the resources where I found my pictures that were used throughout the PowerPoint. Thank you all for listening.